You are listening to Mostaccioli Murder, Book 1 of the Jade Sommer series, written by Nicolette Pierce. Copyright 2020. Audio copyright 2025 by Pierced Heart Publishing. Digitally narrated with full cast of voices. Chapter 9. As I stared out of the windshield of Logan's SUV, squad cars appeared with flashing lights and pulled to a stop in front of Jalen's building. Logan had long since disappeared from my view, and I wondered what was going on inside. Curiosity tormented me, but I knew better than to stick my nose where it didn't belong. Plus, Jalen didn't seem the warm and friendly sort of person. She wouldn't want outsiders knowing her business. So, instead of worrying about what was going on outside, I glanced at my phone and scrolled through emails. A new message from Mila with the subject OMG was sandwiched between Viagra spam. I didn't want to know what her email said. It could only mean more drama with Alan. But since I had nothing better to do, I opened it. My stomach tightened into a knot instantly.
Jade, it's been crazy here. The tramp officially took over your team, excluding myself, of course. I flat out refused to work for her. So, instead of firing me, they stuck me on Rodney's team. Ugh, I heard the witch is pushing for them to sue you for damages for the failed campaign. She's relentless. I didn't realize how vicious she was before, but her true colors are showing. Even Alan, who was ecstatic with her promotion like a strutting peacock, is starting to look at her a little differently. I'm wondering if he's regretting his decision. He should. The prick. Anyway, I'll let you know if I hear anything else. But if you're looking for jobs, you might want to keep your head down in the ad field right now. I overheard a conversation Stacy had on the phone. I don't know who she was talking to, but it sounded like she is trying to blackball you. Write me back. Let me know how you are. XOXO Mila. P.S. If you don't respond, I will come to Chicago and find you.
I closed my email and slid my phone back into my pocket. The nausea washed over me as I pondered. Is that why I hadn't heard from the 2 jobs I applied for? Was my name already blackballed? I wasn't sure what to think, so I tried not to panic. The only part of Mila's message that made me feel slightly better was that Alan might regret his decision. But it didn't make up for the fact that I didn't have a job or a home. I had goals. I had dreams. And now I was pushed back to step 1. Were 10 years of my life heading toward my goal wasted? A flash of blonde caught my attention and pulled me out of my wallowing. I looked over to find a woman staring at Jalen's building from across the road, and even though she wore a baseball cap and sunglasses at night, she looked familiar. Was that Wayne's girlfriend, Sommer? I watched her for a moment, and before I could talk myself out of it, I gently eased open the passenger door and stepped out. I walked lightly as I headed toward her, not wanting to startle her nor wanting her to see me right away. I wasn't sure what she was doing out here. Was she feeling guilty about something? From our previous conversation, she was probably the one person Wayne didn't owe money. It sounded more like she was the sponge of the relationship. My movement drew her attention to me. She looked over and gasped. "Sorry. I didn't mean to startle you," I said. "You're Sommer, right?"
"You're the pizza delivery driver,"
she said in recognition.
"What are you doing here?"
I didn't want to say I was here with a member of CPD, especially if she was guilty. She'd clam up, and I'd never get anything out of her. I wondered why I'd want to get anything out of her to begin with. Closing this case was not my responsibility. I was not a detective, but I was curious, and that kept me from telling her the truth. I shrugged. I needed fresh air. I've been couch surfing at my parents', so I thought I'd take a walk.
"Ah,"
she said, sounding appeased. She then returned her gaze to the building.
"I don't know. I guess I'm just sad and looking for a way to see Wayne again, even if it's at his wife's place."
She took off her sunglasses.
I didn't want her to recognize me. I know she hates me, and she has every right to.
She knew about your relationship with Wayne? She nodded.
Neither of us meant for any of this to happen.
How did it happen?
Wayne delivered pizza to me one night, and I was broke at the time. I thought I had just enough to pay him, but I didn't. I felt really bad about it, but he said it was on the house. Some guys would have used the situation to their advantage, but Wayne didn't. And after that, we just chatted here and there when he delivered a pizza to me. And then one time, he stayed.
She shrugged.
He's been wanting to leave his wife for a while now, and then she got pregnant. Which I think is suspicious. Wayne and Jalen hadn't had sex in a long time. He said he didn't want to cheat on me with her. I know that seems backwards, but he was trying in his own way. And now she's pregnant?
Maybe it was one night, I said. He'd have to be somewhat physical with her to keep up appearances, right?
I don't think so. Wayne wasn't the only one cheating. I think Jalen's been cheating on him for a while now, which made me feel a little better about the situation. I think the child belongs to someone else, and Wayne was just biding his time.
Do you know who? She shook her head.
No, Wayne didn't tell me much. When we were together, it was as if his other family didn't exist. It was just the two of us. I'll miss that. I know he loved me and he wanted to be with me, but he was trying to do the right thing with her too. I don't want to be hard on him, but sometimes I wish he had picked me. Sometimes I wish he had cared more about my feelings than Jalen's.
Something about what she said prickled resentment in me. What would it be like to have someone so important in your life that you'd fight for them? I thought of Alan, who I didn't fight for. He'd never fight for me, obviously, since he was having the affair. But I never felt that drive to fight for him. I fled. And then I thought of Logan, who I was so devastated and hurt by. He could have fought for me. Why didn't he? It was an answer I didn't want to dissect. Otherwise, I would have asked a long time ago.
I better go. It was a bad idea to come here, especially with all these cops. I wonder what happened.
I don't know, but take care,
You too.
she said, and then she hesitated.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I probably won't order any more from your restaurant.
She gave a shrug.
Memories, you know?
I nodded. Memories are hard. She walked down the street, keeping her head tilted down, and I withdrew to the SUV. A hand touched my shoulder, gently shaking me.
Jade, time to wake up. You're home.
I opened my eyes to find I was still in Logan's SUV. He looked at me apologetically.
I'm sorry I took so long, but Jalen has been tight-lipped, and this was the perfect opportunity to talk to her.
I straightened in the seat, wiping the sleep from my eyes. Did you get any information from her?
Yeah, some. She's scared. There was a break-in at her house.
Is everyone okay? I asked.
Yes, and nothing was missing.
Nothing was missing? Then why did they break in? Logan shook his head.
I don't know, but I'll figure it out. In the meantime, you need to go to sleep.
I didn't mean to fall asleep, but your seats are so much more comfortable than the couch at home.
Well, if you need a nap sometime, call me and I'll bring the car around.
Logan said with a small smile. I knew he was kidding, but it felt like an offer, which made me uncomfortable. Thanks. His smile did funny things to my stomach, which was already nauseated from the lack of food and sleep.
You okay?
I gave a nod as I opened the passenger door. By the way, Sommer was outside Jalen's building.
Tonight?
I nodded. I talked to her for a few minutes.
What did she say? Why was she there?
Said she missed Wayne, wanted to be close to him even if it was just outside his apartment building. I shrugged. She seemed nostalgic.
Did she seem guilty?
Not really, just sad. but she did say she suspected Jalen's baby wasn't Wayne's child. According to Sommer, Jalen was cheating on Wayne. Logan looked thoughtful for a moment before asking,
Did she say anything else?
"Nothing important."
Thanks for talking to her.
"Yeah, anytime." I stepped out of the SUV and closed the door, giving him a small wave before I entered through the back door of the building. As I made my way upstairs, I hoped I'd fall asleep again soon, but when I lay down on the couch, sleep did not come. Who would break into Jalen's apartment? Was it Landon looking for the vase or Mr. Cheerful looking for money?